شمسة النور تاج كل بدر يبرزها نجما يشع بأنوار وأنوار مبارك سوداء.
Happiness for a Muslim is so simple. Fajr, coffee, sunlight, gym, and you'll be freaking phenomenal. Sleep like a baby, you'll wake up feeling like a champion. I get this question, I've been getting this question since day one, is Yusuf, how do you stay motivated? And wallahi, the older that I get and the more that I chip away at the person that I want to become, I find that question, this is going to sound harsh, and honestly, that question is for losers. Because if you are hungry enough and you want to win in life and you want to be successful, and then you also understand that you have what it takes, but you just can't pull the trigger, then honestly, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to feel motivated, and you don't deserve to reach that level of discipline where you are changing your life. If you are at a point in life where you're still asking yourself, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated? And all the self-help like nonsense is outside, and all these self-help gurus and influencers are helping you with reels, and they're pushing out courses and all these like content that's there to help you grow, and you're still asking the question, how to stay motivated? You just don't deserve it. And for me, even for the past 2 years, I was under that same umbrella where you guys are right now. I would always be thinking like, man, there has to be another way to do this, because I was like in my comfort zone, right? And I was comfortable. I was genuinely comfortable. And I was in my comfort zone thinking that that's where growth is going to occur, but that's not where growth is going to occur. Right now, I am in the stage where I know that I am uncomfortable with who I am. And it sucks to be at this place, but this is where growth happens, right? Growth is a dance between pushing past what you understood, pushing past what you thought was possible, and the fear of falling back to where you started. That is like the epitome of what growth is. If someone can redefine growth in a self-help context, that's exactly what it is. You have to push past what you thought was possible, and it's a dance between being scared, like, oh my God, I'm so scared of going back to how I was before. Guys, 7 a.m. Monday, May 20th. I'm filming this clip because I want to document the fear that I have of starting this new business venture of mine. That I've never mentioned to you guys on the channel yet, but I'm kind of in a position in my life where the only way I can enjoy making content is to document something. You know, I've been an influencer for almost 4 years now, and I feel like being an influencer, the definition has definitely changed over the years. Now it's no longer, you know, making outfit videos, and that could still be a very lucrative, you know, path that people can pursue. But for me personally, I feel like I've already done that for the past 4 years, since I was 18, you know, and now I'm turning, or like 18, 19, and now I'm turning 24 this November. So I'm just going to put it out in the world. I'm just going to say it, but I'm looking into SMMA. I'm looking into getting into SMMA. So basically what running an agency is that you provide a service to a person or to a business, and then you charge them for a fee for that and fulfilling that service, right? And that's all it is, right? And it's a lot easier said than done. But I have a lot of expertise when it comes to social media, when it comes to marketing. You know, I've built my brand up. I understand personal branding, and I understand videography and just like media and marketing and social media. I understand that a lot better because I've lived it for the past 4 years. So I have that competitive advantage in that field. But it's just educating myself. I've been spending the last like week or two educating myself on the entire thing and kind of coming up with my offer and understanding what niche that I want to go into. That's basically it. Like it's May 20th, 2024. So who knows? I don't know if this is going to be like something new that I'm going to be sharing with the channel, but it's definitely something that's on my mind, and I want to kind of get it off my chest so that I can start speaking with you guys on where my fears are. So yeah, I think that's basically it. I think like I don't want this just to be a thing that I'm scared of pursuing and I never pursue because I'm scared of it. So I think kind of like taking you guys along the journey and showing you guys what I'm doing is like really important. So I just been watching a lot of SMMA videos online and kind of just understanding what the business model looks like and how to formulate an offer. And then after that, I'm gonna start pitching myself to different businesses and seeing what clients I can sign on. So it's kind of freaking crazy saying that out loud, because I hear all these guys talk about it online, and I'm like, now I'm speaking about it and this is going to be online, which is kind of crazy. But I don't know. I just want to get you guys know that life is freaking insane. Don't take everything that you're doing right now to be the end all be all, because things change in life. And when they do change in life, you have to embrace them and you have to lean into them. Because I think it's the only way that you grow, is like when you actually lean into the things that you're scared of doing and then you actually pursue it, you know? And be a thinker. Don't just be a doer. Don't just be someone who does stuff, right? Be someone who thinks outside the box. Be someone who's always thinking to evolve, and you're always working on your craft, you know? For the longest time, I was just a content creator and I would do sponsorships and partnerships. As some of you guys may know, last year I was working on the media team with a supplement company, and I was making good money from that. You know, I was making a good amount of money, but it wasn't like something that I was working on my own, and it wasn't really fulfilling and rewarding to myself. That being said, I think it's important that everyone at least goes out there and tries to build something out for themselves before they settle for working towards someone else's dream. At least that's how I always thought about it from a young age, because my dad is a freaking taxi driver, you know, and even though he was a taxi driver, he poured so much wisdom and knowledge into my family, and so much like insight, you know, behind mindset and behind like how to respect yourself. Not saying that if you're an employee you don't have any respect for yourself, but he just embedded in me that, like, you know, if you're disciplined and you're hardworking, then you can build something from yourself. Yeah, that's basically it. Your boy's going to try and start doing SMMA. I don't think I'm going to try. I think I'll be pretty successful in that. I'm pretty confident that I'll be successful in at least signing my first client, because I do have a lot of experience, and experience is what builds trust to the clients. And I'm a bit older. I'm 23. You know, a lot of the people in the space who get started are usually like 17, 18, 19, around there. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, right now the fear is just the only thing that's holding me back from reaching out to clients. Go. Good. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2 from me. 1, 4. 1, 4. So today I'm going to be taking you guys through a day in my life as a creator, entrepreneur, and brand owner. It's not going to be the prettiest, but hey, these are the days that count. So a little inside scoop of what I do to run the brand, to take care of my businesses. Okay, so first things first, in the beginning of the day, I like to check in with my manufacturers. Now, I'm based in America, so some of the countries that I work with are overseas and they don't wake up until around 7 o'clock p.m. my time, and that's usually when I like to wind down and turn screens off. So in the morning, usually I get bombarded with all the messages and all the feedback and updates that they have to say for me. So I usually check in with manufacturers. That's the first thing that I do for my workday. When dealing with manufacturers, a lot of the time, it's a lot of testing phases of basically figuring out which manufacturers have good quality, which manufacturers are good in communication when it comes to speaking with English. And also a very, very important point when it comes to dealing with manufacturers is understanding what work they have done in the past and how good they can execute on the project that you are trying to make come to life. It is a lot of repetitive work, but thanks to AI, now it makes life a lot easier, because a lot of the repetitive tasks that I do on a daily basis, AI can just take care of that. So recently I've been using a lot of Grammarly's AI software, and they're also the sponsor of today's video. So I'm going to be talking about them a lot and how I use them in my workflow. Whenever I'm dealing with my manufacturers, whether it's through email or it's through a website, Grammarly helps me formulate exactly what I need to say, and it doesn't do all the work for me, but it helps me take care of the bulk of the work that needs to be said. So right now, the design team and I are currently working on getting some jewelry made. I can't exactly tell you what kind of jewelry it's going to be, but it's going to be this really exciting product that we're making. It's going to be a blend of our Dean as well as jewelry. So nothing like nominal, like Azuto or whatever those other companies make. I want to bring something that's new to the market, something that you guys haven't really seen before. The first step to doing that is making sure you have a manufacturer that can meet the expectations of yours and your customer as well. Because if you have an idea and you can't really execute on it properly, then the problem either lies on either yourself or on the manufacturer. But at the end of the day, it just boils down to yourself taking accountability that you can't find the right manufacturers. I usually like to give the AI software a prompt, but today I'm going to be reaching out to a bunch of new manufacturers asking about a product that me and the team are developing. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Now, when I'm done communicating over on the website, I go to the manufacturers that live on email, and I go over there and I respond to the emails that need my attention. So I basically rinse and repeat this process, and Grammarly's AI handles this process pretty handsomely. So a lot of this process boils down to repetitive messaging. So I use Grammarly's AI to either paraphrase what I want to talk to the manufacturers, even if it comes to just like simple replies or replying quickly. Okay, so I think it's also important for me to mention that Grammarly has their AI features free, but then they also have a premium version, which helps you centralize your workflow. You can get your most important work done a lot faster using their app actions. So what that is, I'll put up like a screen recording over here. So basically what that is you can access your work from different apps without having to leave the current app that you're on. And number two are the tone suggestions that they have. So this is actually a lot more useful than I thought. If you're using emails as a form of communication, they give you the options to sound more persuasive, more assertive, more friendly, more confident. And then you can really pick and choose from on how you want to come across in your emails. And that kind of makes all the sluggish, like lazy work a lot more fun. So now that all of the communication done overseas for my manufacturers and the teams over there has been communicated well and effectively, now I can move on to the business side of things, which is this company that I have been starting with a friend of mine. So now I'm going to start scripting and outlining some ideas and some stuff for the platform that I'm going to be working on for the next couple of months. I gotta do a deep dive into knowing the exact module names because I'm still unclear with that. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the business portion of my 4 hours of deep work. This is usually where things become, it feels more like play. Now I still use AI to kind of help me this stuff, and it feels like I'm cheating because of how easy this stuff is. This is the portion of the day where I have to script my content or come up with ideas for content. But in today's case, I basically have to script a video for tomorrow. So I'll open up my Google Doc and I will start to outline what I want. Now, when it comes to scripting content, I don't like to use AI 100%. So I'll prompt the AI to give me like 10 to 15 ideas, and then from that, I'll know what I want and what I don't want. A lot of the times, I don't like any of the ideas, but it pushes me towards generating my ideas more organically. So it's kind of like if you had a friend that came into the room and said, hey man, you should make a video about this, this, and this, and this, and this. In your head, you're like, no bro, I don't want to make a video about anything that you just said. I want to stick to X, Y, and Z. So that's pretty much how I use it. And then every now and then I'll come across an idea that it generates that I'm like, oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. I can make a video about that. So it saves me a lot of time. And honestly, this type of stuff used to take me a whole weekend to now only spending 20 to 30 minutes weekly. So usually what I do towards the end of my workday is coming up with content, right? So I have been following this protocol called the 720 program. That has basically been able to transform my body, mind, and my soul, which is basically this protocol that has been focused on really being aware of your mind, your body, and soul, and kind of having all three aligned towards your purpose in life. Now I have the storyboard for a 720 YouTube video that I need to make, and this usually takes like the easiest time. So honestly, again, using Grammarly's AI makes things a lot more simple and makes things a lot more streamlined. So the next like 30 minutes, I'm gonna sit here and just like script a YouTube video. And so if you're someone who, like me, needs to do a lot of writing for your business, try out Grammarly, because that has helped me communicate effectively and has improved my productivity. And this tool is like low-key a game changer. I'm going to leave their link down below along with a discount code that will get you 20% off of their premium features. So if you guys want to check them out, then go ahead and use the code down below. Well, so I just spent a pretty long time at a cafe, and I wanted to start this like little thing that I do at the end of my videos where I kind of give you guys like a journal video, like a video journal entry. I want to treat it as a video journal entry because I realized that I do want to start vlogging again, but there's not much physical variety that happens throughout my week. Usually a lot of the time I'm spent at my desk or I'm going to a cafe. I just want to run you guys through my to-do list and kind of explain to you guys what I was doing. In the previous clip of this vlog, you guys saw that I wanted to branch into online business and SMMA as well. So that means that I need to switch my focus towards that, and I can't really spend a lot of time editing these YouTube videos. So I found a content assistant to kind of help me push out these videos to be more consistent with you guys. So I needed to gather all the B-roll that I have had for my reels and for my YouTube and stuff and throw it into a Google Drive throw it into a Google Drive. That's how I'm transferring over my footage to him. So I've tried WeTransfer and Dropbox before, and honestly Google Drive gets the job done the best. And then I needed to decide on my niche for SMMA. So if you guys know what SMMA is yet, I need to decide on my niche as well. So I decided on my niche and I made an Instagram account for the niche and everything. So that was pretty exciting because now I know what my target client is going to be. And yeah, right now I am not too pushy on myself to, take action with the SMMA. I think I'm still in the stages of consuming a lot of the content. I was watching one of Ali Abdal's YouTube videos and he was talking about how if he wanted to, I think it was like brutal lessons that he learned in his business. And a lot of it was, a lot of people want to go from $0 a month to 10K a month, but no one has ever really read any business books or listened to any business podcasts or talked to any actual real businessmen. And I unfortunately fall under that category. So one of the things that I've been doing is just listening to audiobooks. So I've been listening to $100 Million Offers by Alex Ramosi. And he also talks about how you could read along. So if I don't have time to read this book, then I will listen to the audiobook and kind of catch up with my daily reading that way. And then also I'm reading Expert Secrets right now, which is a really good book by Russell Brunson. It's more geared towards people who already have an online presence. I want to stress that, guys. I'll have a very big competitive advantage in getting my clients in, coming up with different offers and different niches and stuff like that because I have 4 years of experience in this online game and in understanding, how to make videos and how to, all that good stuff, Now, in my to-do list, I also have written down here that I need to spend 2 hours educating myself in SMMA. So I've been spending today it's Thursday, but I've been spending every single day just doing 2 hours a day, just educating myself, just purely educational content on business, And you can actually go a very long way just educating yourself 2 hours a day in a certain topic. I have to do that after I go to the gym, but right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my 10 pages in. So I'm going to read my 10 pages over here, and then I'm waiting for my wife to come back from grocery shopping, and then we're going to go to the gym. I'm going to hit a back and bicep workout. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to come home, I have to buy a hair comb, run some errands, and then I have to script a YouTube video. So not this video, but the video that you guys will probably see next week. I will have to script that one. Yeah, and I think I've gotten pretty good at scripting my own videos. I have to script that YouTube video, inshallah, and then tomorrow is going to be a brand new day. So the days are pretty boring, but at the same time, they're consistent and they work. So yeah, I'm going to go do some reading, and I will see you next clip.